looking up on Google. It's for the podcast. I can't tell you yet. Okay, it'll come up later. I'm looking at my computer and okay, so tell me about this Pet Wasp.
Fuck. It wasn't even a pet wasp, if I'm being honest. I was just at dinner and then I killed a wasp in the drink and I felt bad. And I was making a meme, I was making a joke that you didn't get, and I feel bad.
Well, what's the joke?
There was no joke. It was...
What's the meme?
I'm just embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed and now we're recording and I don't want to talk about it.
What the hell? Okay, so you text me, you're like,
yes.
Sorry, I'm going to be 15 minutes late for the podcast.
Very true. That's what I did.
And I was like, oh, okay, all good. What's up? And you're like, my pet wasp died. I was like, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Sorry to hear that.
Yep.
And you're like, just kidding. My pet wasp is still alive. So there's no pet wasp.
Okay, so there was a pet wasp. It did die.
For how long did you have a pet wasp?
Like, it wasn't my pet before it was dead, if that makes sense. It was like a post-mortem claiming of it being my pet after I'd killed it already. So I killed it and then was like, that's my pet. And to be honest, it wasn't even my joke. It was a person that I was with. They made the joke. And they were like, you should tell them the joke. And I was like, at first I was like, no, it's a stupid joke.
No, fair enough.
And then I made the joke and I was like, you know, it's actually a funny one. And then I immediately backpedaled out of it. I made the joke and was like, no, it's not it. No. I didn't do it. I didn't do that.
All right. I got you. Okay, so the pet wasp was a wasp that you just encountered.
Yes.
Okay, good. I would have been a little concerned if you were taking wasps as a pet.
Wasp eggs? Is that how?
No, well,
wasps.
What?
Like, well, because I'm assuming, right? If we're talking about pets, right?
Yeah.
Not just a wild animal that you keep,
yeah.
like Bob Ross and his fucking squirrels. You know, you'd have to have it from a kid. So wasp larvae.
Oh no, you don't have to get you don't have to like your cat is still your pet if you don't get it as a kitten.
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's true.
That doesn't seem to be debatable.
I think it is debatable.
You
could definitely debate it, I feel like.
All right, well, all I was going to say is that a wasp would be a bad pet because they're a bad animal, but I don't know if I even want to go there anymore now.
I think that
wasps... like you're going to have some contention with that.
No. I agree that wasps are the second...
They're bottom of the barrel.
They're second worst.
What's worse?
A hornet, I would say.
A hornet? Well, no, I disagree.
I was going to say of the stripy jackets.
Okay, fair enough. I thought you were going to say like mosquitoes or something, but here's the thing. Mosquitoes
I'm saying like,
suck.
Like bees, wasps, hornets, they're second worst. Meaning they're also second best.
Okay, fair enough.
So really, if I did have a pet wasp, like, because people do have pet bees, that's facts.
Yeah, but they're cute and they're cool. They're chilling. They don't attack you for no reason and be annoying for literally no reason.
But I'm saying if bees are the best, then wasps, even though they're second worst, they're also second best. So really, not doing terrible.
Out of all
wasp.
bugs?
Well, of those three, hornet, wasp, bee, the holy trinity of stripy boys.
All right.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Are we going to do the intro now?
Welcome to the Cove, everyone. This is our podcast, our little internet show. What do you call it? We got video now, so it's more of an internet show. It's more of an internet show than a podcast, to be sure.
Multimedia experience is how I would describe it.
Audio, visual, sensory overload.
Smell. What's that? Olfactory?
Olfactory.
I think that's true.
Yeah,
it is.
That sounds right.
Hell yeah.
My name is Craig.
My name is Anthony.
And we actually have, we've leveled up recently. We have a producer in the studio now. Our tiny little boiling hot studio. His name's Noah. You can call him Hammer. Say hi.
Yeah, hello. It sounded like you were calling me a boiling hot studio.
You are a boiling hot studio. Yeah, we're doing a show again. We're excited to be back. It's been a while since we've been on the mics. That's not true. We've been doing this, practicing, and that intro that you heard about the wasps is what all of our practice amounted to.
Exactly.
We've been working on that bit endlessly, tirelessly for months.
Timing,
finally
hitting the punchlines. I'm sure you guys could feel it.
The flawless execution.
We're up here this time,
But yeah, basically we're doing a show and we kind of, here's the thing. Everyone knows that, making a podcast, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing because everyone does it now. Apparently it's a bad thing to make podcasts because it's so dumb and overdone and everyone hates it because guys are out here. It's always guys doing it. It's always guys, getting together thinking they have something special to say.
Men. The fucking audacity of these men. I tell
Unbelievable.
You what, Craig. I tell you what.
And we kind of, in a weird way, we kind of fit that exactly. But I want to explain that we're not, we're We're here. We don't have anything special to say. I'll say for myself, I don't have anything special to say. I'm just here. We're here for just a hee time. You know, we're here to have a little bit of fun.
That's always rule number one, is to have hee time.
That's right.
I would disagree. I think I have arguably the most important things to say, at least in the room. Second most important. I'm kind of like the Wasp of this crew, you know. Second worst, also second best.
Gotta bring it full circle.
So I have the second, most.
Wait, so who's first?
Hammer's the most important.
Oh, okay. So the producer.
I would say
the
Hammer,
guy that we didn't even put on camera.
I mean, he is on camera. Just
he's on
not
camera
constantly. Yeah. See, like I'm sure that we'll cut to that little look right there. So
Interesting. Okay, so Noah's got the important stuff to say. If you hear him chime in, that's the important, very special. Those are special opinions. Those are very good opinions. You coming in second. Me, just the hee time. Just the hee time for me. Okay.
Don't listen to anything Craig says.
Time.
Don't take it seriously.
Okay.
Don't even Honestly, it could just be in one ear, out the next.
Exactly.
He's here for. Look at the camera.
Looking.
Do you see the face and the muzzy and the flow?
You see the muzzy?
He's the sex appeal half. and then Hammer and I bring down.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you are kidding. I'm not the sex appeal. We all know that. You're the sex appeal. I lost my train of thought now.
We did. We were talking about the podcast, though, and this hot-ass studio.
Yeah, it's already getting hot in here. I don't know what the deal is, but every time we try to record something, it ends up being boiling hot. And this room is just, really designed to seal in all the sound and flavor, which, isn't ideal.
It's really not. Speaking of not ideal, full warning. I'm going to do this warning now at the top.
Yeah, good call.
It will get hot, you're going to see me get more and more steamy, more and more glistening, if you will.
Glistening glizzy.
Oh, a glizzy boy over here.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, we're going to make this, I don't know, about over an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah,
right?
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
we're just learning still. We're trying to feel it out, figure out our format and length and everything. We're just having fun.
Bada bing, bada boom. It's like, what are you going to do? But full disclosure, last third, probably me going to say some wild shit. That's what we've learned in our first few test tries where we weren't actually, going to actually ever release them.
We've learned that the heat makes Anthony deranged.
The heat makes
he loses himself completely.
So I think it was your suggestion that we get a little thermometer in here and we do a little
a little heat check.
Yeah, like a little.
It already feels
check.
like 30 degrees. If I'm being honest, when we sat down, I was like, okay, this is comfortable. And then we started talking, and now I'm sweaty. Maybe I'm just nervous.
I think
we're on the mics.
I don't feel nervous. I think it's the lights. I mean, and looking into your eyes, obviously. I don't know why I'm still wearing a hat. Hats seal in heat, so I'm really doing myself
but
a
you
disservice.
look good though. It's a cool hat. That's a really good hat.
It's a new hat.
We thought it'd be fun, being as we are such a stereotypical group of guys trying to come on some mics and say something special. We thought it'd be fun just to take a look at some of the memes, a little bit of podcast memes just to start it off.
Yep. That's
all there is to it.
That's leading. Is basically.
Did you guys look at all of these already?
I definitely looked at them, but
I went and just grabbed as many as I could. So this is a tasteful, timely joke. This should work in our favor.
So it's a COVID thingamajigs for those of us who are listening and not watching. So it says it's like the whole little. I'm sure we've all seen those posters where it has like the person coughing with a mask, without
explaining
a mask,
why masks work.
Explaining why masks work, basically. And so it says 90% risk of infection with two people who are talking without masks. Then 30% risk of infection with one person with a mask. And then 5% with one person with a mask, one person without. And then both people wearing a mask, whatever, goes all the way down. And then it says, check out my podcast, 0% risk of infection because the other person just turns away. Rude.
This is funny. I feel like this is true. I'm hesitant to go around telling people to check out my podcast. If I'm being honest, I would be nervous to do that to like just people I know. How do you feel about it?
I've definitely told a bunch of people already. I'm like, yo,
about this already,
guys. I'm like, guys.
Oh no,
guys, it's coming.
They're gonna be so disappointed.
They're gonna be so disappointed when they see what I've been hyping up. Because the thing is that I think I told somebody after like either the first or second recording, and I'm like, they're like, oh, what's coming on? I'm like,
You're like, no, we got some really good stuff. We have a lot of really special stuff to say. We've got some really good opinions on stuff, but we got some really special stuff to say.
Honestly, it's like our podcast could probably go to the moon because we're just so different in this already not very diverse field. I feel like we bring something super unique to it.
Yeah, and there's honestly a lot of room for more podcasts out there. If anything that is needed, it's more podcasts.
People have been clamoring for more podcasts. They're saying, where is all this content? I have so much free time. What can I do?
I feel like, did you send this one to me at some point?
No.
I feel like I saw this before.
I don't get this one.
This is just, it says how it feels to listen to a podcast. And there's just a picture of like two people kind of seeming to have a conversation. In the middle is a person who is a chair. Is this some sort of high concept humor that...
It went over my head because I'm an idiot.
So I think the idea is that like when you're listening to a podcast, right, you're not actually there because no one's talking to you, but it feels like you're there enjoying the conversation with them, right?
So kind of like a fly on the
Like
wall
a chair
kind of
does. That's what
Like
chairs do.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
You're the chair in the
Now I
room.
got it. So you're not the fly on the wall. You're the chair in the room.
The chair in the room. Also, are we talking that up as an official first rule that we're having a hee-hee time? Because I think that's our official rule, hey? We'll lock that in.
Hammer, how do you feel about that being the first official rule?
Always have a hee-hee time. Rule number 1. We're chalking it up on the board. Wait, unless Hammer says anything else. He's the guy with the proper opinions on this.
He's number 1.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So we're having a hee-hee time.
Always hee-hee.
Yeah. Okay, so that's rule number 1.
So sensual.
Yeah, we're all about, look, we're about having a hee-hee time, but we're also about having rules, okay? So one of the rules is that we always have a hee-hee time. There might be more rules. Maybe we have rule 2 is have, sometimes have a serious time.
Sometimes.
Maybe we'll get serious.
We can get serious at times. I feel like I prefer to not be serious, just in life. Because why so serious? Oh, fuck me. I hate that. Cut that out. Cut it out. Nope. Nope.
Say something about society. You're going to dodge all of the attacks, by the way, about apparently it's like white guys only that are the problem with podcasts.
Yeah, dude.
White guys make one funny joke with their friend one time and they think they should start a podcast. I will have you know I have made a lot of funny jokes around my friends before I decided that it was time for me to make a podcast. And I've been trying to make a podcast for years. No success yet, but
honestly, I think that this joke, or sorry, not this joke, this tweet here, I don't think that they're joking. I think that they're dead ass on this one. It holds,
Yeah, I think it's like relevant. Like it's true.
Like,
a lot of people like just that moment you're like at a game night with friends and you say something really the whole room laughs and you're just like, I should buy some fucking microphones. I should really get this going.
Am I a comedic genius?
This is a good one.
This was a good one.
You sent this
one I sent, yeah.
All people, you take this one.
Yeah, idiot. Fuck. All podcasts, because Craig can't read, have the same 3 people hosting it. And on the top, it's like the dad from Inside Out.
The DILF. The DILF from Inside Out.
All right, okay. Getting a little presumptuous over there, DILF.
Oh, I'm just saying, I mean, he has a mustache, and that's kind of weird because there's only one guy in this podcast that has a mustache, and he's kind of DILFy, compared to the other two.
Moving on to the next example, and then on the bottom right, there's the cook dude. What's his name? Remy?
Oh, from Ratatouille?
It's fucking Linguini.
Is that from Ratatouille?
Yeah.
His name's Linguini?
His name's Linguini from Ratatouille.
His name was not Linguini. Is that accurate?
I'd be willing to bet 1 Timbit.
That's a
Linguini.
bad name.
1 Timbit.
You name your kid Linguini?
Well,
I mean, obviously he's not a real kid.
You just Google Linguini.
Is that his name?
Yeah, dude.
No, it's Remy. No, Remy's a rat.
It's Linguini, guys.
No,
Oh my God, it's Linguini.
It's literally Linguini? Why is his name Linguini? That's weird.
Linguini.
Don't at me about food shit. Don't at me about food shit.
Wow, you actually nailed that. How did you remember that? Ratatouille came out like a long time ago now, actually.
Fucking put it in the
You
vault,
had the
man.
unstoppable noodle.
This is why I'm the number 2 who you should listen to on the podcast, not number 1.
Yeah.
So that's the second guy. And then the third guy, I mean, I don't know if this guy needs to be in there.
Is that Toy Story 1? That's Toy Story 1, right? Or 2?
Toy Story
1 or 2.
I think.
That's Toy Story 2. That's Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
The guy that has all the... He's the one who sews up all the... When I remember someone has their arm. I should know this more. I watched
the
this movie
bad guy from Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
It's like the dude who's trying to steal, like the fucking chubby guy who gets Cheetos
The comb
on his hands
over.
and falls asleep.
Yeah.
So who do you guys think you are?
Well, I think I mean, the proof is in the pudding. There's one mustache on the board. The other guy has a goatee, and it can't be, you can't conflate the two. There's a clear mustache man. So
it's so wild.
You see Hammer? All right, okay. Well,
I trying to smile like Linguini right now.
I think this. Unfortunately, this points in one direction right now.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say in defense of myself, for those who are trying to judge and say that I'm like the Toy Story guy, I mean, maybe I am. Maybe I just like playing with toys. Maybe I never got toys when I was a kid. I just want to have fun.
You're gonna make us feel bad about it?
Yeah, dude. I just I take no. Honestly, I think he's hot. I think his glasses and his kind of peanut shaped head and his goatee that's way too over manicured and his his whole aesthetic is pretty hot. And honestly, who wouldn't want to fuck a guy in a big ass chicken suit? That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. You know, he drives a hard bargain. You know what? Maybe maybe this is just doesn't apply to us too. You know, maybe this is just inaccurate. Maybe people are being mean about podcasts because they're jealous that they haven't started one themselves. All right, let's go next.
I don't know.
I don't think
that's it. I don't think that's it.
Is this Steven Chowder?
Steven Chowder?
Podcasts are the best. Well, this makes me not want to podcast.
I think you just want to stop
Does
this one
even
right
say change
now.
my mind?
Steven Crowder kind of
change my
sucks.
mind.
Hot take. Super hot take.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
That, like nobody's ever said before.
Nobody's
in their life.
ever said that.
Steven Crowder, not a huge fan, me personally, of him. That was a bad sentence.
Why not?
Why not?
I wonder why not.
I mean, I wonder what it could be.
Aside from him being like a racist psychopath on the internet, making other people racist, misinformed psychopaths. What do you not like about him specifically?
Are you seriously asking or are you meme asking?
I think I'm meme asking. I think it's pretty clear why you shouldn't like Steven Crowder, you know?
Well,
but if you have some specific, you are the second best opinion on the podcast. I'd love to hear some second best takes.
That's true. Second best take, here's an even hotter take. Honestly, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them. What I can't stand, what really fucking gets me going on this dude is when it's like the willful ignorance of anybody. If you're in a place, let's say I was like super racist, right? And but I like
Steven Crowder.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's use an example, right? But I could at least be like, fuck, this is an area where I have to work on. I'm trying my best, yada yada. I'm trying to be a better person. I can get down with that wherever you're at. However, if you're just willfully like, whoa, this is ridiculous. All BLM is just thugs. Why are they rioting? I can't even believe it. It's shut the fuck up. Just shut the, So sorry
you know what?
The hee-hees there. We got a little serious.
No, that's fine. I don't think. I mean, that's honestly one of the nicest things you could probably say about Steven Crowder. You didn't even talk about his comedy career or anything, any of that booming part of his life.
That's rough.
All right, this one is just. Yeah, I'm thinking about starting a podcast, and then internally, there's a little speech bubble that says, "Yeah, I'm thinking about starting a podcast," and then inside the person says, "I'm literally at the lowest point of my life." Relatable?
Nope.
Not relatable.
Not relatable at all.
Okay.
Let's just move past it.
That's good.
Next one.
Oh, you do. I see. Oh, yeah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, let's just move on.
That was a good one.
Can't relate. Is that all of them? I think that's all the memes we got.
That's all the memes?
Just tweet that you.
Oh yeah, there's a tweet too. This is funny. This is sort of similar to the other one. Millennials have a
wow. Millennials has a meaningful conversation with friends. Millennials, we should start a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, well, are we millennials?
Dude, that's exactly what I was about to ask because I had this argument with my siblings the other day.
How's it an argument? Isn't it kind of yes or no? But I think we're not. Right?
Okay. It started as yes or no, and then honestly, it was just one-sided who was arguing. It was me. I was triggered. I was really upset. And
what do you think we are?
I don't know why. I think we're millennials.
You think we are millennials?
I do.
I disagree.
I identify as millennial. Don't tell me anything otherwise. I'll
fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you can identify with it as whatever you want. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure we're outside of the cutoff, and I don't think aren't we some bullshit category like zillennial?
Yeah, there's as whack as this sounds, I do think that there's definitely a little difference, whether you're 95 versus 96, 97.
Yeah.
96, 97, it's you got...
Oh, we are outside of it. 1981 to 1996
Shit.
Is the millennial generation.
Oh, no.
We're 97.
So
and then the Gen Z is...
So what are we?
What is Gen Z? It's Gen Z, right?
Oh my God. I'm hiccuping.
Gen Z is... Drum roll. Hit the drum roll sound effect. No. Noah has it.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. We don't have that production value. What does it say? What is the year?
I can't find it.
This is great radio, by the way. It's just us reading Wikipedia.
Yeah. It's a good first episode.
Great
first
episode.
Whatever.
Fuck, it says it says 97 right there. God damn it.
Ah, so we aren't even. Oh, I thought we were gonna be some weird hybrid
I do think
Whatever.
that
I don't
we are
identify
hybrid
with
now.
either. I don't care about either. Did you hear that there's like a big war? Apparently, something happened. My cousin, who's a teacher, was telling me about how there's a thing online about Gen Z versus millennials. Something to do with Eminem. God, I sound like a freaking boomer with how touch I am. Oh my God.
That Marshall Mathers character, he's stirring up the news again.
I think what happened. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this. So everyone, people who know about this are gonna love this. When I completely butcher this, but I'm pretty sure what happened is basically this is so cringe to me too. Like I don't know why
I'm loving this because I don't know where you're going.
Gen Z, a bunch of people in Gen Z online decided that it was time to cancel Eminem because of him. You know, he has like lots of homophobic and pretty like gnarly stuff.
He does, definitely.
Not excusable, but it's also like music. It was like 10 to 15, 20 years old, I think now at this point. Probably it's like early 2000s.
I'd
and
say
stuff.
like 20 years old now.
Yeah,
If not
and they're like trying to like retroactively cancel him, and then like a bunch of millennials for some reason decided that it was time to like defend their boy.
This is
Yo,
the line.
This is my
This is the
generation.
line.
Yeah, they got all pissed about it, and then they started this like really cringe war where everyone's like chirping each other on TikTok and.
Is like
I was like, I don't know. You guys are pretending there's a generational war on TikTok. Like, I don't know who the mature one is in this situation. Like, what are you guys doing? Just shut the hell up.
Is that
That's
why
my
I saw a
take
bunch of
on it.
videos like people just like freestyling to like, hi, my name is.
Oh yeah.
My name is.
And they were doing
my
like,
name is
yeah.
Chicka Chicka Millennial.
I just like, what do you mean? Just there's no war here. You know, there's no. It's just a weird.
Oh,
thing.
there
I
was a
don't know.
war in my household when they tried to call me Gen Z. I guess even though now I am, I was just straight up in denial. I guess that's phase one, but I don't know.
So they called you Gen Z and you took personal offense to that.
I don't know where it came from. It was just somewhere deep inside. I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm Gen Z." And
Why do you not want to be Gen Z?
Because I see shit like that when they're trying to cancel.
But that was
Eminem.
millennials too. But millennials were like,
no,
but
but
isn't it? It's like they tried to cancel Eminem, but like defending Eminem when people are trying to cancel him is also cringe. Like, why are you defending
fair.
anyone? Like, I don't understand why you.
Because
Who
whatever
cares?
I'm
You know,
Because I don't want Eminem to be canceled. I want more music. I
can just
want,
literally
I want the
log
next
off.
Eminem album. Honestly, I think that every Eminem album has increased in terms of how good it is. I think his earliest stuff was the least good stuff, and his most recent. I can't even finish the sentence.
Okay.
I can't even finish the sentence.
You trying to get our podcast canceled now too? Like, what are you doing? We're on episode 1. We can't end it here. It's gotta get better from here.
No, but that is definitely
So
wild. I think
you just don't like.
I don't know. I think I'm just on TikTok too much,
But what was the argument? Like, what were your arguments then?
I didn't have any arguments. I was just upset.
Oh, you're just emotional.
I was just
lashing
emotional.
out.
And I was just like, no, I'm not. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But then I had really nothing, no substance, because I thought that that the dates went until 97. Because
enough.
because
I thought there was a gap. I thought that we had a gap that we were going to be
because,
some secret thing called Zillennials.
Yeah,
And
because
we're
growing up,
the most powerful generation. We're the most powerful
are?
small generation. Yeah,
well, because
the most powerful and coolest
so we're like
and
the
best at stuff.
so we're like the Thanos.
Best at things.
We're the best. Number one,
Yeah, we're number 1.
except for you. You were number
Number one
3.
gen.
So like,
Yeah, I'm number
even if
3.
like we're all number 1, you're still number 3 of the number ones. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that kind of sucks for me, but I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I can't really poke a hole in that logic, so
Hard
yeah,
to.
I guess I'm just number 3. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, no.
Damn it.
But I think there's a lot of. I mean, it obviously doesn't matter whatsoever. Like,
No, it does.
It's
If you're not
literally-
if you're a millennial or a Gen Z, don't listen to this podcast. We don't care about you. Only Zillennials. Only the made up generation called Zillennials that no one knows what time frame they're actually from. Unless you identify as a Zillennial, you can't listen to the show.
Okay, so here's a better question then. So if not years,
Oh, so your question's better. Okay, I see how it is. I'm just number 3 on the podcast. I'm number 3 on everything. I'm sorry. I was doing a
you,
bit.
and then me, and then Hammer. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You're number 3.
No, I agree. Like I said, I can't. No,
Know your place.
no one to shut the hell. Okay, what's the question? What's the better question?
Okay, so let's take age out of it because I don't like obviously up until now. Age,
So you're thinking
age
it's a
has been-
behavior thing.
Well, not like. I guess
Personality
Like, I was
thing.
like, what's a marker of
A
Gen
dressing
Z
style,
versus-
fashion. Which one
exactly.
is it? Fashion
are
style?
you drippy or are you
Music
not?
taste.
What lingo do you use? You know, like
Interesting.
what could be a different marker for Gen Z versus millennials, if not just like, are you born on this day or this day?
Well-
Because if you're born on December 31st, 1996, you're a millennial. If you're born Jan 1, 97, you're Gen Z, but you have the same experience.
I guess I'm probably the worst person to ask on this because I don't have TikTok even, and I didn't have TikTok for like the first How long has TikTok been out? TikTok.
Tong
Guys,
tong.
there's something
Tauntauns.
there's something wrong with me today. I don't know what to tell you.
You can't talk.
How long has TikTok been out? Does anyone know?
TikTok.
It's got to be like it was Musically, right?
TikTok.
Wasn't it? TikTok was Musically and then
Yeah, I
became.
think so.
So it's got to be like 5 years old or something. I like got TikTok this year for a month, and then I watched some crazy stuff on there that I could not
What kind of crazy stuff? Whole lot of ass?
First of all, like lots of normal stuff, lots of like the normal TikTok stuff, which I just can't really say I don't really understand. You know, I'm kind of like, it's just like, I feel like it ages me like 40 years when I'm watching it because I'm like, I don't understand why someone's dancing and like what's supposed to be cool about it. They're all doing, there's clearly like trends that I'm just like not aware of. And then all of a sudden stuff started getting weird. And like this video popped up of like, it was like those now look at this videos, like the Kid Cudi. I was like, now look at this. Yeah. And then like something messed up would happen. I can tell you what happened, but I'm just going to give everyone a warning. I'm not going to describe in detail what I saw, but it was not fun. I've seen worse on the internet, but I first watched a cat just get absolutely just brutalized by a Rottweiler.
Oh my
which made me
God.
really sad.
Yo, that's
yeah, I know.
not fun.
So I was like,
That's
okay,
not
all right. So I shut the app
That's
off.
not okay.
Shut the app off for the day.
Ugh.
I was like, that's too much. Next day, scrolling through.
I hate
TikTok
those kind of videos.
I know. It's like, what's
I hate those
posting
kind
that
of videos.
shit?
Like
And
why would you
then-
do that? Ugh.
And then next day, scrolling through whatever, and seeing some trends. I'm like, still don't know what's going on. Totally lost. And then there's a video of a lady who's hanging on the ledge of a window and like yelling for help while someone films it. She's like, speaking in some language that I don't know. I don't really know where they were from. And then she lets go and falls to her die, her unalive, fall to her unalive, as they say on TikTok, I believe. So that was a lot. Not funny.
I don't like
I'm
that.
laughing because I'm scared
I
thinking
really
about
thought
it.
you were gonna start talking about ass.
No.
and, like,
This was all
that kind of
bad stuff. This was bad news stuff. And then
you
the
also
moment that caused me to delete it, this is like, honestly, this stuff is like kind of, I don't know if she actually died. I don't actually know any of this. I'm just saying this is what I saw in the video. And it was like, had a lot of likes for some reason. And then I saw this video of a donkey that was standing on train tracks, and there was a train coming, and I'll let you kind of fill in the rest in your mind what happens with that one. All this stuff is very dark. I don't love thinking about it or talking about it.
It's making my stomach.
And I know I deleted
like
it. It's funny because like that's like growing up on the internet, we had so much worse stuff than that.
but I'm so
But it's been so cleansed.
It's been
like,
so
the internet
long.
has been so cleansed. So it's now like any little thing is like brings you right back to like that really like just the bad
I don't like it.
news.
But also,
So I deleted the app after that.
that's fair, honestly.
And I don't have like a desire to go back on it. I don't know. I don't know. It makes me feel old because I don't understand what's going on.
I'm not gonna lie, you definitely sounded about 94 when you.
I know.
You started by saying, "I just feel like I aged by 40 years when I'm on there." I'm like, "Cause you are 40." So
Wow.
So if for anybody at home who's keeping track of the generations of everybody in the room,
No.
Hammer and I officially in air quotes, Gen Z, Craig, Boomer, officially.
Boomer Craig. Okay, that's another rule. Craig
Boomer
is a
Craig.
boomer.
Yeah.
No, that's not a rule. That doesn't make sense. But that's just a little
it
side
could be a
note on
rule.
the chalkboard. The chalkboard of rules. We got always have a hee hee time.
Number one.
Sometimes have a serious time, which I
Number
guess
two.
kind of was the last part. And then a little disclaimer in the bottom says Craig is a boomer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, and with that, we're going to take a quick
Are you kidding me?
commercial break.
Not surprised.
No, it's
Already?
Not
Yeah.
surprised. I'm not surprised.
Are you
I'm
kidding
not
me?
surprised.
That was
We
28 minutes.
were
Oh my
riffing.
God.
We were
okay,
riffing.
We'll take a break. Are we back on? We're live? Are we live?
Are we
Let's do it live. Speaking of boomers.
Yep.
Did you see the new Jackass? The Jackass boys are back. That's our generation too, like of stuff.
Well, that's your generation.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
what my generation
the
watched for
content that
entertainment.
they created is for our generation in the sense that we got to watch that growing up. Did you watch the Jackass movies growing up?
Yes and yes. I didn't watch Jackass the show, but I think I watched
No, the
almost
show-
all the movies.
Here's the thing.
Well, up like for a bit, and then I stopped. But
So you've seen that they're coming out with a new movie called Jackass Forever.
I have.
Very sick. Looks very sick. I have
Looks
a lot
very
of stuff to say about it. First of all, one thing I want to say that you mentioned the show. Did you ever watch? You didn't ever watch the show?
I did not know.
The show is not.
As good.
Well, because this is the thing. As a kid, you watch the Jackass movies. You're like, "Whoa, this guy's eating horse shit! literally eating horse shit. That's insane! Oh my god!" They got all these like really funny, crazy stunts, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like you go And then I found out about the show after that. I tried to watch the show, and it's really boring. It's more like it's weird because it's like a vlog. It's almost like a vlog.
It makes
kinda.
sense though,
Like them like hanging out and doing stuff and talking about random stuff, and then like occasionally doing a prank. And the prank was like way lower than like what they end up putting into the movies. The movies were like way over the top.
Of course. Well, because think just like budget wise, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're making a TV show don't have as much of a budget. Like imagine trying to film like fucking what was that big one? The like hand slapper.
Yeah.
Like, imagine trying to pay for that for like every second episode or something like of that caliber.
Or like the one where Steve-O gets like slingshotted in a porta potty.
Cocktail Supreme.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. The other one there's so many gross stunts. Like the one where they have Preston, like the bigger guy, sweat into like a suit, and they collect his like milky white sweat. That is like actually, I don't know why that specifically. That to me is like the most putrid idea ever, because it's collecting off of every inch and crevasse of his body into that
like
nice milky. I know crevasse.
It was so
every
vivid.
crevasse.
It really just painted a picture I didn't want.
I know.
Like,
what's in the crevasse on his body? You know, there's got to be lots of
shit,
like gunk and like
shit and sweat,
human
and
cheese
hair
in there and stuff.
Oh god.
Yeah,
See, okay.
I think that one gets Steve-O. I think that one gets Steve-O when he does it. Like he pukes from that, and I don't blame him. I don't know if it's him who did it, but I can't remember.
Not really a rule, but just a side note. Asterisk side note. I have a sensitive stomach, so if you ever see me going like, any kind of that shit,
even talking about it can be. How are you with smells? I'm really susceptible to smells.
I think I'm decently susceptible.
Interesting,
but maybe not. It depends on how strong I'm. Like obviously, if like something's like very like gone, and I give a little, a little. No, it's game over. Chundi o'clock.
I'm really weak with smells. I've got a weak stomach too, but I also have Crohn's disease, so I don't know if that counts.
Oh. I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'm a bitch because I have Crohn's. I have an immutable disease that is going to be with me forever. I'm a bitch for that. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's exactly.
All right, okay. Well,
maybe you should. Maybe you should
check
toughen
it
up,
and clear it up. Okay,
maybe you
whatever.
should toughen up and just figure it out.
Just figure it out.
Maybe just tell your stomach, "Hey, stomach, digest this."
There's one time I think I've told this story, but I feel like I've told this story before on some recording. I don't think it was one that was ever released. You guys can remind me. But
what
remember
are you talking about?
This time, that when I moved into my house. We had this like we took over the house, right? We were doing like renovations for like months, so we unplugged all like the appliances and everything, like the fridge and all this stuff. I'm saying the fridge because that's obviously where this is gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
And like after a month of doing renovations, we opened the freezer on the fridge that we hadn't checked. We checked the fridge and everything. Opened the freezer. Inside, the only thing in there was a pack of ground beef, and that is the first time I have experienced like the smell of death. That was insane. It literally took like 10 seconds and our whole house smelled so bad. Everyone was like holding back, like vomiting because it was so gross. We had to go in with like hazmat suits to get it out of there and throw it out. And just, it stank for so long. It was brutal. So like, that's like these guys, the Jackass guys, like do such crazy, gross stuff. I can barely smell some rotten ground beef. Although to be fair, it was in there alone in the freezer, just like fermenting for a month. So
it was definitely.
It's pretty vile. That is pretty vile.
Your family told me that story at a dinner party one time.
Yeah, that sounds
I
right.
was like,
oh, it's a big story in my family now. It's like this is the day that we almost all died. But.
I was like, I remember literally eating like fish and rice, and you guys would tell me the story. I was just like,
oh, your stomach's rolling. I'm sorry that we did that.
It's the brain picture. It's definitely a curse.
Yeah,
but no, I think that any kind of
oh
fuck me.
Oh, sorry.
No, too late. No.
Any sort of.
It's your show. It's your show.
What are you talking about?
So,
I'm the third string loser. What's your?
Yeah, but you're the third string loser that bankrolls this entire show.
That's true. I am the bankroll. I'm the money behind it.
Exactly.
That's right. You guys owe me.
Exactly.
You guys literally owe me money.
No.
No, if I'm being honest, you guys actually owe me bank. I'm talking like 400, 5 grand. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just throwing numbers there.
Can I pay you back in friendship dollars?
Yeah, you've already paid me back in friendship dollars.
Yes.
Noah,
Dude.
You on the other hand?
No.
You've also paid me back in friendship dollars.
He just said,
He just said, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
No, I was just gonna say that you're also all good. Okay, well, let's talk about. You want to play? Let's play some of this trailer.
Yeah, let's watch some of this trailer.
You can turn down the volume a little bit, but
Oh look, it's the handhouse.
Did you watch this trailer?
Is that MGK?
See, this is the thing. I know. I thought it was MJK. I don't think it is.
It looks like MGK.
It looks like him, but like when you hear his voice and see him up close, it looks like an older guy. But I don't know. Maybe.
Oh
it is
my
MGK.
God.
Okay, this is
Here's
insane
the
to
thing
me.
is that they're so old too.
Yeah.
Like
Can
they're
you
like
turn down the
50.
volume a little bit?
How old are these guys? How old's like Johnny Knoxville or like
I looked this
Steve-O?
up, dude. First of all, Johnny Knoxville fully gray. So you want to talk about
I saw
boomers?
that.
Fully gray, literally 50 years old, and he's out here getting launched out of a cannon still.
He got hit by-
What?
Because they make the point, Steve-O, like in that clip, Steve-O says like, "Oh, don't worry, if you get like a
Well-
concussion, you're good as long as it's before you're 50."
Well, it's 49
And Johnny Knoxville's 49.
at the time of filming.
Yeah.
If you look him up now, I'm pretty sure he turned 50 at some point.
So Craig's always right.
Yeah.
I'm just
no,
kidding.
this is a third string opinion. I don't know. It's just, but so the Jackass guys, man. Like, first of all, it's ludicrous to me. If I feel like I'm at the age now where if I did some of these stunts, these would break me. Like, these would break my body.
Oh, without a shadow.
Like, I don't feel like
he
I have
got
my
hit by
youth
a
anymore.
fucking bull.
These guys are 50 and he just gets cranked by a bull.
Like that was a full. Oh, we probably should have been narrating. Yeah. So there's a
Yeah.
clip. There's a part. Yeah. So John Knoxville in a fucking he's a what's the word looking for? Not a conquistador, matador.
Yeah.
And motherfucking bull, 1,000-pound animal with horns.
actually launches them. He's done that before.
But not at 50. And even me
Yeah.
at 23, I'd be like, please, anything
No,
else.
I don't know
but this.
how. Okay, here's this is a very important thing. You know how there's like in a lot of these things, like there's now that everything is online and everyone can do stuff at home, do stuff on YouTube, whatever. There's a lot of like predecessors now to all these older style of like comedy, whatever shows, stuff like that. For whatever reason, Jackass has like really held up. Like if you go watch, there's like not really been many people that have been able to shine a light to the level of stunt and stuff that they're willing to put themselves out there for. Like that's crazy to me because it's been like a long ass time, and you think that like you got like these psychos online like Jake Paul who's doing like like just random weird, I don't even know, like burning mattresses in his pool, and like remember when he had that whole thing where it's like he was just doing a bunch of crazy stuff at his house, and everyone, you don't even, it was like in the news. It was like this is when he was like in the news a couple years ago because he was like burning shit down and everything was crazy on his street. Apparently, he had like tons of neighbor complaints. They're like kind of doing that style, but not even
people.
close. Like it's pathetic compared to them, man. Like it's crazy. No one has done it, and like it's crazy to me that like they're 50 now and they're still the guys that are doing it. Like no one has stepped in to fill their boots. I gotta be honest. I respect it. I actually really like the Jackass stuff.
I think huge respect. I mean, especially consider the fact that like it's all the same dudes who've been doing it. Like Johnny Knoxville is like who's like Mr. Jackass is the one who like he bringing everybody up with him.
Dude.
Like he's bringing like that's the equivalent of like if like you were to make it one day. Like this kind of thing, and you were to bring all the homies. Like,
if I'm gonna make it one day, okay.
Yeah, as we said, to the fucking moon.
To the moon.
Okay. Yeah, no, but it really makes you wonder like where the line is drawn between like bad ideas that come from too many hits to the head or from too many drugs.
Oh,
and these
Buddy
guys,
has
you honestly
out the ass for sure.
concussions, CTE, ICP. I don't even know. I don't know any other acronyms, but I think Buddy's fucked. What are we looking at now? What is this freeze frame? I'm so curious what happens next. I just see big boy frozen midair here. Very curious.
But I know what you mean. Like it's crazy that like, dude, Johnny Knoxville's got to be like the most durable guy alive.
She was about that shit too. Yo, I saw it in the trailer. Okay, so there's a one clip. Sorry to hit you.
Oh, it's okay. You can hit me anytime. I deserve it. I'm the third string idiot.
Exactly.
Stupid loser. Who
Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth then.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. Hey, shut your mouth, third string. Okay, dude. It's number 2 time.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Rule.
I'm sorry.
What do you want to talk about next? I'm just so angry.
Want to move on?
I'm just so angry.
Did you watch all the old Jackass movies? Did you watch all of them? Like you watched 1, 2, 3?
I for sure know I watched 3 and 1. I don't think I watched 2.
Interesting.
And then I watched 1 of them once, and then I watched like 1 or 2 of them after.
2 has
after that 3.
I think 2 has some crazy. I think 2 is the one where one of the guys drinks horse semen. Like they like milk a horse. And
I was wondering which one it was.
That's
for the horse semen.
So unnecessary. If I'm being honest, like of all their. Okay, wait. 2 might also have the one. I don't remember which. I think one of my favorite pranks I think that they ever did. I don't know why. It's like well thought out and it's just hilarious. Like everything that ensues from it was so hilarious. But the one where they get the two guys in the limo,
Okay.
and then they dump a literal like bees or wasp nest inside, like they empty the bees in through the sunroof while the doors are locked. And then they dump marbles all over outside of the doors, and they leave them locked in there while they're just getting absolutely murked by these bees. And then they finally open the doors and they run out onto marbles and just eat shit so hard. It's literally like the meanest. It's so mean because it would genuinely, like, even if you understood right away, like you're obviously like, oh, I'm being pranked by the guys, you would want out of that situation
So fast.
Like you would do anything to get out of that situation. It's so much panic. You're in this confined space. You're getting stung by bees. It's just like pure panic, buzzing everywhere and stuff in this tiny little hot limo. And you finally get out and you just eat shit onto the ground and like bone your hips and everything. That is brutal.
Oh, get him off me! Get him off me! Oh, I gotta find out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, door's locked. What am I gonna do?
It's just pure panic.
Everything's closing. The walls are cleaving. Then you walk, go, fuck!
Yeah.
You're on your ass.
Exactly. This is what I mean. Like it's like
on camera, on your ass. Everybody's laughing at you. You're the punchline of the joke. Craig, sorry.
oh, you're talking
have
about
it.
me. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You don't have to say you're kidding. I know it's true. I deserve this. I really do. But I you know what I mean? But like these jokes, like the pranks and stuff they pull are just like so intense and like
Oh yeah,
it would
just
suck
like,
so
very
bad to be
unique.
part of it. But at the same time, it's like such a fun. Like they literally do it better than I don't know who does it better. Like
I don't know
can't
anybody
think of
who does
anyone
it.
who does it better. Like no one does that level of like just intense, like ruthless prank. And it's obviously all between friends, so it's like I also appreciate the fact that there's no like random stranger that just becomes a victim of this bullshit crime for some bullshit YouTube video.
Except
you know
for
what I mean?
Homeboy's parents, which are also
Oh,
my
yeah,
favorite
that's true.
prank-
Bam's
which-
parents.
which are also my
Yeah.
favorite pranks, dude. The fucking moment they put a gator in his house in the middle of the
Oh
night.
yeah, like that's hilarious.
so
though.
funny,
And
man.
that's also like at the end of the day, it's like no one is gonna get hurt. Oh, hopefully, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Those are
Like,
so funny.
But it's just really funny. Like they do some good stuff. Anyways, I just
So-
thought it'd be cool. I thought it was cool to
Shout
to
out
mention something.
Jackass. I guess I'll have to
Yeah.
go in October. That's when it comes out.
Yeah, let's go check it out. We can review it on the podcast.
Ooh,
we'll go
reviews.
check it out and we'll talk about it. I like Jackass is one of those things. Like I kind of thought it was just done. I thought it would just be we never
Same.
hear of it again. You know, I
Same.
thought it was just in the past. But,
Well, I thought Knoxville was doing all those like bad grandpa movie type thing, and,
and I'm
that was
not.
gonna be his
I'm not
own
really
thing.
into those ones as much. if I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
no.
I want to see people like it. I don't enjoy seeing people get hurt, but just like the way that they have so much fun with it makes it fun.
Exactly.
In like normal situations, like if you saw that happen to people and it was just like random people and they were actually distressed by it or like receiving injuries, like it'd be sucky to watch
Like,
that.
if those
but these
were
guys
social
make it so
experiments-
funny.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
if those were social experiments from like 2013, you'd be pissed. You'd be like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck was the experiment here?" But
Yeah.
but
Social
what the fuck?
experiment.
Social
What's the
experiment.
social
We're gonna giant pie this guy, giant hand pie these people
Yeah.
in the hood and see what happens.
In the hood. Oh, that's the classic, man.
Classic in the hood
YouTuber pranks
pranks.
are like, oh, I'm going to stepping on strangers' shoes in the hood. Guess what happens? Gone wrong. It's like, what do you mean? Like, is there a version of this that goes right?
It's a prank.
Yeah, and then they're getting
prank.
they're getting their ass beat, and they're like, it's a prank. But like, dude, what version of this is
Didn't
gonna
end
go
up
right?
like
You're just
this.
being a piece of shit, and you're bothering people that like in an area where they're already probably have so many other problems to deal with that like, having their nice shoes stepped on is not at all what they want to be dealing with. So it's just such a dumb.
And
Those
you're
are
doing-
also probably all fake, anyways. So.
And you could be dealing with people
Screw
who
'em.
straight up like do not have a single regard for your health and safety. Like
Exactly.
So,
That's
so
what I
it's
mean,
like, so it's like yeah, you you go to this neighborhood.
So I kind of think they were all fake. I mean, the YouTube pranks were notoriously fake.
I hope for their safety that
We could
they
do
were
a
all
segment.
fake.
We could be. I mean, we have a lot of segments that we want to talk about on this show that we're probably not going to get all on today. But we have like some recurring ones that we want to do, and one of the ones that we've been talking about doing is internet relics, like just going looking back. Because you know, like this is the thing. Watching podcasts right now, everyone likes to talk about all the current stuff, and I get it. You know, that's all the podcasts are kind of like right now. It seems like they want to just talk about what's trending, like what's going on YouTube and the internet and all this shit like right now. I love the idea of taking a look, going back in time.
Same.
Going back to the classics. I mean, I was on YouTube. I was looking at YouTube in 2006 when stuff was real heaty back in the day.
Yeah.
We'll get to that maybe a little
That was
later.
wild.
I want to talk to you. We watched
A show together.
a few shows.
Well,
too.
not together.
How do you
We
feel
watched
about these
a few shows.
Netflix dating shows? Let me just ask you that. What's your honest opinion on these Netflix dating shows?
Well,
I got
Because you
mixed
like,
feelings.
okay, here, I'm just going to dox you quick. Like, you like Too Hot to
Whoa,
Handle. You
whoa,
do. You like it. You like it.
whoa.
You like it. You like it.
Whoa.
Say you like it. You like that show. You like watching that show.
Well,
You can't deny it. You enjoy that show.
Well-
There's nothing wrong with that.
hey,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, here's what I will say. I enjoy. I don't know if I like the show.
You like the show?
No. I'm a big fan of watching shit that makes me cringe. I'm just like
Okay,
this,
yeah.
like shit that's just like because straight up like I still haven't even finished it. But like,
how far into it are you? I've watched a couple episodes. And
honestly,
I had to stop.
I'm on the very last episode, so I haven't.
Oh yeah, I've just been saving it. I haven't finished it. Okay, I haven't finished. I'm not that eager. I'm
not
just
even that
saving the
into it.
last episode for a very, very special occasion because it's very important to me.
Listen, maybe I wanted to watch it on here as like a fucking live stream. Whatever. I guess not now. No, I think just like television and movies, whatever. Not movies. TV shows that like I just can't understand, like I can't wrap my head around it. I find so interesting, and that's too hot to handle. It's so baffling. Like I just like I don't like it, but I also can't stop watching. I'm like I can't believe these people are real and that they exist and that this show is real. And I'm just trying to figure out like where the show ends, where reality starts. Is it all fake? I don't know.
Yeah,
Too Hot to Handle is a wild show though.
With that show, I gotta wonder like, for those of you who don't know, Too Hot to Handle is literally just like. They get a bunch of horned up hot people, send them out to like a crazy resort, private little resort, and they basically, I'm assuming they tell them like, you just gotta go party and do drugs and fuck each other, and that's like the whole thing. That's they tell them first, and then like they get there and they're like, psych, you have to do like some little game show stuff, and you can't have sex or you can't do anything sexual with each other.
Can't even kiss.
Or you lose money for the group. Like the structure of the show is very bad. It's very like, poorly thought out. Especially when like they have stuff where it's like they kiss and it's like, oh, you just lost $3,000 for everyone.
Yeah.
But it's like
for a kiss, dude? For a kiss?
Well, there's also one winner. Only one person gets to win that money, right? In the second season,
that's what they said. I haven't.
There's too much to unpack. There's too much to unpack.
I actually don't know, and like that's just one show. So like that's just one example. But I also I watched this show that that we're about to talk about. And
this is the more important show.
I also watched one episode of Love Is Blind recently.
Oh yeah, that's another one that's so dumb.
I never seen it until like last night, and again I'm just like, what? Who thinks of these concepts?
This is what I was gonna say. I'm honestly convinced that like the producers, first of all, the producers behind these shows, I don't actually know this, but I'm pretty sure they're probably like a lot of the same ones for all these dating shows for Netflix.
They must.
Dude, they gotta be straight up sociopaths. Like they gotta just be manipulating everything behind the scenes to make it as you know. I think that's like pretty standard though in TV.
In TV and media, yeah, just
like the dating shows, I'm pretty sure that not just dating shows, sorry, any reality TV, like that's a sort of common practice for producers, just be like pulling the strings, doing all kinds of shady stuff, not really caring if the people come across as like totally detestable, grotesque human beings that don't.
No such thing as bad publicity, kind of.
Yeah, it's just like they push them in the direction. In fact, I know someone that was on.
You know someone that was on a dating show?
That was on The Bachelorette or The Bachelor?
On The Bachelor?
The Bachelor, yeah.
Wait, hold on, wait. You know someone that was on The Bachelor?
Yeah.
Like trying to go for the dude?
Yeah.
That lives here?
I don't think she lives here anymore. Do you think I'm making this up? Is that I just don't want to like talk too much about it. I don't have permission to talk about it.
I'm just saying just like...
Basically, like, yeah, she kind of just basically said that, like, yeah, there's a lot of, like, weird producers. Like, the involvement, it didn't sound, like, so bad. And I think it was also, like, she probably wasn't there for very long and stuff. But I think, by the sounds of it, it's, like, it's not super, super bad. But there's just, like, very small things that they do that seem like it fits in with what's going on. But then when you see the edited product, it's, like, really focused on the one thing that they told you to do and then like they can really easily spin stories that aren't actually there and make things look a certain way. So it's all really shady, and I do kind of feel bad for the contestants because like I think people get kind of hooped into like going on these shows because they think it's going to be something good for them or it's like a cool experience, and then like a lot of times they just end up looking like such assholes, like literally the people Too Hot to Handle are like just they just come across as like the most shallow, like I mean, I don't know.
Not pathetic, but like I don't know. Just like but I like what you're saying, and you're right. Like there's so much of it that's just like editing and like and that's
TV, man.
And like
TV.
That's why I say like I'm so hooked. I'm just like, what is going on? I'm just trying to like pick apart what's going on and like find the line and find like what's real, what's not. But like I don't know. You can come off these shows and become super rich and famous, like
you can build a career out of it. You think? I guess it has happened.
100%. The
what's that? The one
dude,
person.
It's like the dude off like the first season of Too Hot to Handle because it's my favorite show. He's like he's like making money now, basically off this fame.
No
So
way.
when I was watching like the second season, I know a lot of people have been like, oh, they just didn't even care about the money and they just fucked around and blew all this money. I'm like, honestly, would that be the worst thing though? If like you were in this house with this whole goal and you just said, fuck this game.
Yeah,
let's
let's make a
just-
career for myself.
Exactly. Like,
It's a pretty easy way to get eyes on you.
It's like, let's just like fuck shit up in this house.
Yeah.
Let's do whatever. Be super charismatic.
Yeah.
Become the star of this season. And then when I walk out, I'll get way more than 1/10 of a fucking 100 G's.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder how many people actually go in with that in their mind. Like they
I feel
kind of
like-
predetermine that. You think it probably happens a decent
I
amount?
don't think anybody does because like they like make it a secret from
Yeah.
them, right? But it's like if you did know
Interesting.
before, like if I were to be
That's
on
what we
Too Hot to
should do.
Handle, not that I'm that hot, but if I was ever be on Too Hot to Handle, it's
Don't
true.
short sell yourself.
Oh.
You'd fit in nicely on that.
Sorry,
show.
you say short sell? Was that a short show? Was that a short?
Oh, now
was that a
you're being
short show?
insecure.
Was that a
I'm the
short-
insecure one on the podcast. That's my bit.
Oh, you're right. I'm the confident one. Hold
Yeah,
on.
you're
Yeah,
the-
Craig,
you're
shut
the
the fuck
second
up,
st-
Greg. But other dating shows, this fucking new one.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Sexy
Sexy
Beasts.
Beasts.
Certainly, most people have seen the trailer for this, but why don't you give a? Can you give a? Do you feel like you have a good understanding of how the show operates? It's so janky.
Dude, again, I finished it because I
finished it too. I finished it as well.
because I couldn't stop it. I couldn't
You know what?
Stop. I
Here's what
couldn't
I'll
believe
say.
what I was watching.
Here's what. Before we absolutely dig into this, one thing I will say is that I genuinely like normally detest these shows. I found this one to be very watchable, despite it having all the same flaws. It's just more bite-sized. I didn't have to watch
Yeah.
the same people. You get to move through people really quickly. Can I explain the show? Do you
Yep,
mind if I
go for
explain
it.
the
Go
show?
for it.
Basically, the way it works, it's sort of like mini Bachelor/Bachelorette, where like each episode there's one guy or girl that is going to go on like 3 different dates. But every single person in the show, including the Bachelor or Bachelorette person, is wearing like some like literally like pointlessly ridiculous makeup.
But also very impressive because it's like
It's
literally-
impressive, but
it's like movie level.
But they don't really
prosthetics.
like. It's okay. The thing is, like, they don't really like.
prosthetics. Right word.
They don't show the makeup being done. Like the makeup is there, but all you're doing is looking at it. You're not really appreciating it for anything else.
No.
And its purpose is literally just to prevent. The whole idea is that it's like, can you come on this dating show? And can you build a connection without knowing what the person looks like? So it's like kind
True
of the same as Love
beauty
is Blind.
is
It's
really
it's
on
like
the
Love is
inside.
Blind. It's like the exact same thing. It's just a
literally-
recreation
It's
of
the
that.
exact same as all these things, which is true beauty is on the inside, dude,
So-
and like not like the inside of knowing you from the inside, but the inside of knowing you on the inside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like some deep stoner kind of thing. Is like love is beautiful.
Love
on
is
the
beautiful. It comes from
inside.
the inside. It's not
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the physical. It's about
So,
the emotional.
I agree.
It's like that whole vibe.
So it is that vibe. But here's the problem I have.
That's they
Pull-
pitch.
So look at this.
That's what they pitch.
Look what Noah has up right now.
I see it.
This is makeup. So these are 3 girl contestants on this show. I want to talk about the whole dating aspect of it first, but just right off the bat, the one thing I noticed, it really bothered me that like the makeup is kind of designed to like make them look unattractive
Yeah.
and hide their appearance. But the problem I was having is like some of the makeup made them like really unattractive, but while
Yeah.
still looking like a person.
Human.
Well, but
Yeah.
other people just got to look like kind of weird animals. you know?
Exactly.
Like this girl here, she looks like a zombie, right? She gets the
Yeah.
zombie makeup done. And it's like, okay, well now I'm kind of like grossed out looking at you. And then in like the next one, it's like, oh, I'm looking at like a tiger.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I just don't know what you look like, but you look like a tiger. This one here, she's like an old crone, like a witch or something like that.
Literally. And
And then a triceratops. Like the triceratops, it's kind of cool. That just looks sick, you know? That's really cool.
looks very dope.
The owl looks kind of cool. And then we have like literally you have to sit across from like an old crone and you're like, it's like you know that's not what they look like, but they look like a person that looks kind of real. That's like very, very unattractive in a way that's probably not possible otherwise.
It really does.
It's a
throw you.
disadvantage. Is that not a disadvantage?
I don't know if it's a disadvantage because, like, I don't know. Like, yes. You know what? Yes. I think it is because I know it fucking threw me. I was like, because I was like, ugh, you just kind of look like basically everything that you just said.
Yeah, it's like,
I
you're
completely
still
agree with.
like subconsciously thinking of like, well, I see a human being across me now, but they just
Exactly.
look very unattractive. While these other people are like, I don't see a human being, I see someone in makeup.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? Maybe I'm wrong.
No, it
I
makes
don't
no
know.
sense to me because when you're looking at a triceratops, you're like, yes, I know that's a person wearing a
you
mask.
look cool. I like
but
dinosaurs.
But like,
I was really into dinosaurs as a kid. You know?
Okay, Craig. Okay, let's.
I love dinosaurs.
I get it. Say it one
I
more
love
time.
dinosaurs.
Say it one more time. Cheat. No, yeah, but like it's obviously there's not many human features in like a Triceratops, but as soon as you get into like literally like I think that one's called like a witch or something like that or a hag. Like it's like okay,
Well, she's literally a hag. Like she's like
it's
an
like
old
okay,
crone.
so you're just an old lady.
Yeah,
that's the makeup.
I would be
here.
so pissed if I went on that show and they made me look like. It's someone who gets to be a cool the owl looks sick too. Like those are like it's really good makeup.
No,
it's
like
cool.
the makeup is unreal. Like best part of the show by far.
I guess I should probably explain more on how the show actually works too. Basically, like the way it works is like they all go on dates, and then like the person who is like the bachelor or bachelorette kind of deal person gets to vote them. Not even vote. Like you just tell them like I'm choosing you to leave, and they whittle it down. And basically, they're just whittling it down based on the connections they're having with people. One other big problem with the show is that as they get revealed, first of all, every single person is like fully attractive.
Like a 10. Like every
you think
single
they're
person.
10? Yeah. I would say like they're
10.
They're all like
attractive.
attractive.
Very attractive. Like nobody's ugly.
No, exactly. They're all
Nobody's
very
ugly.
attractive people, and their personalities kind of suck. I think there's
Some
like
are
two
nice.
people I found to be like somewhat compelling people.
Yeah.
Other than that, there were some like
bad
personalities.
people.
The guy, this is a spoiler if you're planning to watch the show, but the guy who shows up on episode 2,
fuck that guy.
He's like the bachelor guy. First of all, he's like way too pumped to be like choosing from 3 different girls. Like he's like very excited. He's like, oh, I get to go on all these dates with all these girls. You know, it's like all about me, blah, blah, blah. Then he like started talking about his muscles very early on and how he's got the muscles and stuff. And it all boils up to this point. Like this guy's just constantly self-centered and like pretty hard to listen to. And then when he chooses a girl at the end, and she comes out,
I
this is so
screamed at my
brutal.
TV.
She comes out. Yeah, Noah's shaking his head. He knows the exact part we're talking about. She comes out, and he's like obviously impressed by. We got 2 minutes. He's obviously like impressed by her, like the way she looks, and he takes off his like blazer, his jacket, whatever. He's like, oh, you earned this. You absolutely earned this.
No.
So like,
Because literally starts by saying, "Oh, it's kind of cold outside."
Oh, yeah.
Takes off his jacket. Takes off. He goes. Oh, it's a little chilly out here. And she goes, oh, and starts taking off his jacket. And then goes, "This is what you earned."
Yeah,
I was like, bro. I was so mad. I screamed at my TV. I hated him.
Just for clarification, the girl comes out. She mentions that it's cold because they're outside during this. I'm just gonna wrap this up very quick.
Yeah.
She mentions that it's cold. He starts taking off her jacket. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to get this warm jacket. That's so nice. And then he instead drops the jacket on the floor, flexes his muscles, say that she earned that. And then they walk off. And then an interview afterwards, she's like, I really wish he had given me the jacket. I was like really cold. Anyways.
I was like, fuck, this guy's an asshole.
Okay, let's take a break. And let's do a little more sexy beast after this.
Hell yeah.
Take a quick break.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, no. So anyways, just.
Sorry, I'm on my phone. Being rude.
Yeah, what the hell?
Sorry, dude.
You're supposed to be like the assistant captain here. Noah being the captain.
Yep.
Me being the
water boy.
Okay.
You were the water boy.
I don't even get to
on
play.
The bench.
I really don't even play.
Are you insinuating that the water boy isn't a part of the team?
No, I said I don't get to play. I didn't insinuate
The water
that.
boy plays in his own way. He helps the team in his own way.
So in what way do I play on the podcast?
On the podcast, I mean, you're here playing right now. You're here. You help set up.
Okay.
We're at your house.
Okay.
This is very like,
So I'm, like,
water boy like
Providing
type
some sort of
activities.
utility is in to get you guys on the mics.
You more so support the team, right? So
Okay.
right now you're supporting. It's like if it's like, oh shit, Hammer's injured. He can't type over there. We need somebody to get him a water.
That's all I have, when Hammer injures his hands typing, I have to go get him water.
Exactly, and then that's when I just fly solo on here and anything can happen. Okay, but I wanted to add something about fucking
Yeah, do it. About this guy.
About this
Do we know his
guy.
name? What was his name? I don't remember.
Beaver Boy.
He was dressed like a beaver, and God, he looked like an idiot too in that
Such
beaver.
an idiot. If I'm being honest,
Mhm.
part of the reason I think why I hated him so much is because I saw a little bit of myself in him. If I'm being
Oh,
honest. I did.
Self-reflection
I
moment.
did, and it was terrible.
But what
and I
parts
hated it.
exactly? The
The
muscles? 'Cause
muscles.
You have those.
I do have those, and I do.
But
reference them.
you're a very but you're a very humble guy. You don't look like a beaver.
I mean,
Also, and Noah pointed out something good too. What did you say? Like right when he came out?
Yeah, so it's like at the beginning when they kind of do an interview of like, what are you looking for? Why are you on this show? He's like, I'm just really looking for someone who can like look past all like my outside like these muscles and like can just see like my heart because like my heart's as big as my muscles.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like, that's
which-
something I can see myself saying.
So like
to a
right
girl.
off the bat,
that's something that, like I can see myself saying to a girl. I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting.
Baby, listen.
do you think people really get hung up on your muscles?
My heart is as big. No, I don't think that they. I mean, I don't.
Then why would you say that?
I don't know. You tell me. Are they big?
I'm hung up on them.
But
so
no.
and then he basically just like proceeds to prove himself to be like the most shallow, like unthoughtful person ever. That's like super vain and like clearly cared mostly about how attractive the girls were. Because like as soon as they were getting revealed, he was like, oh shit, I might have messed up. That girl's really hot. And it's
Literally.
Like, oh, okay, man. Well, it's not really what it was about. Remember? That's the one thing I know is like they all do that too. It's like the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
Very clear that the point of the show is to build a connection and focus on the connection, the personality, and not worry about looks. Almost every single
Allegedly.
person who was a contestant on the show was like rattled when they saw.
For real.
Oh
my God, you're so hot.
Yeah, every time they vote,
Like, Jesus,
as soon
like,
as they
slow
stop,
down. There's still two people right beside you. Like, relax.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like they like openly just like break the point of the show where like they see someone who's attractive that they voted off and they're like, ooh shit, I hope I didn't make a mistake. It's like, okay, so also the mistake being that you chose the less attractive person, is that what you're suggesting? Because it was supposed to be based on connection, which is I don't understand. Like, how were they so open about it? They weren't even. I don't know.
I can't even get like there's two last points I want to make. One, to kind of piggyback of what you're saying. Could you imagine, like, because like when they see like the first person that they cook, because only 3 people per episode,
Yeah.
right? So they're still sitting. It's like them and then the 2 people who are still there with them on the couch. Yeah. How would you feel if someone who's still about to go on a date with you is like hope
part.
I didn't make a mistake?
Yeah,
damn, that person's fine. I'd be like, make a mistake. What the fuck?
Dude.
I'm right here, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, like how funny. I think it's like in the first episode where it's just like absolutely brutal, but like it's really weird because they do the selection process with everyone in the room, and like it's the most bizarre part. I don't know why this happened this way. When they're down to the final 2, so it's choosing one or the other. When the person gets chosen, they walk up and like hug and like kiss or do whatever like they're feeling ready for, while the other person has to stay
and just
sit
watch
10 feet away on a couch with like tears in their eyes after being rejected. And they're like, why don't they walk off? I was like, why don't they send them off?
Why are you staying
And then you
there?
realize the reason they don't is so that the camera can zoom in on their face and just catch their absolutely salty, brutalized face. It's so ruthless. Like it's like, just let them go off, you know? Like they're and like I'm pretty sure it's the first episode where like the guy is getting really teary-eyed after getting. It's hard to say. They all have really red eyes too. I think it's from like the makeup or something.
The makeup
but they all look really. But the guy is like clearly like you can see the tears well. And it's like, bro, let the guy go, man. Like let the guy go. Don't show a close-up of him as he just gets like brutally rejected.
2 most wild moments were when. One, that dude who got kicked off cheered when he got kicked off, which like
that was cringe.
Which is
like so overcompensating, you know.
I was like, I mean, but like to be fair, like their date was like wow, like they were
bad.
not like
Yeah.
like they were not like
that's so mean.
I
That's
felt that
so
as watching, but then we did it. I was like, yo, you
yeah, it made me not feel.
I was like, yo, like you're kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, that was a really cringe moment.
It
felt like it was like
very forced.
Well, it almost like even though their date was bad, and I can totally believe that he didn't want to be there. Just the fact that he felt the need to do that
and
just
cheer
really
and rub it in her face
just
like,
bled so much insecurity and like is like overcompensating for like it's like yeah I didn't even care that I got voted off the show.
Yeah, I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy.
Yeah,
see you later.
I'm actually stoked. The show was ass anyways. Okay?
I'm about to go see 6 hot girls, way harder than you.
Yeah,
right after this,
just in time I can make it to my date with an actually hot girl. Get owned. Yeah, it's like
dude.
Yes.
Yes.
But like that was honestly, it was really cringe. I kind of feel like I don't want to give him too much shit because like, well, fuck. He's not gonna listen to this.
Also,
he's never
the super
gonna
long
see
hug.
this. Super long
the
hug.
super long hug in the first episode.
I don't remember.
The like as you're saying, the fucking dude who gets picked goes up, does a hug, and then he hugs her for so long.
Yeah, there's
it's
full of cringe.
like uncomfortably long, and the person on the couch goes, "This is a long ass hug." Yeah. I was like, I'm watching like, what is?
Oh my God.
like why are you still flexing on the person that got like you won? Why
Yeah.
are you just like long ass hug, kiss
yeah.
the ring from front of you. Suck my nuts, you little pleb. Like,
You little pleb.
Like, you fucking beta boy. Like, it really
Yeah.
feels like that's the energy when like, people do that kind of shit. It's like, oh, I'm the alpha, you're a beta. Look at me.
Yeah.
I got the girl.
But here's
Suck it. Like,
some of the
it's just
guys.
whack.
I thought some of the guys were pretty cool. I thought some of the girls were pretty cool. They weren't all bad. You could kind of tell. I feel like I could kind of catch the vibe of like which girls and guys were like uncomfortable with the show format and how things were going as it went on. Like I think like a girl. How funny is it at the very end too? The girl comes out. She's like the Bachelorette in this one, and she's like, if any of these guys aren't down with a dog sleeping on the bed, instant deal breaker.
Yeah.
And then oh no, wait, she's not even the Bachelorette. She's one of the girls that the guy is picking from. Yeah, the guy, she asked him, she's like, so how do you feel about dogs on the bed? He's like, no. And she's like, oh, really? Why not? He's like, I don't know, it's like unhygienic or something. Like he's like super lax about it.
Very
like,
valid reason.
no conviction behind it at all though, and like doesn't seem to care that much. And like she said it was a deal breaker. He ends up choosing her as the one, and then she hits him at the end. She's like, yeah, like I kind of just got more of a friend vibe, just so you know. I was like,
yeah.
bro, if only he saw the interview.
Was that episode?
That was that episode.
Dude, I love that dude too. Like,
that was a good dude.
Like, yeah, like,
he was a
that
good
dude.
Sick. But
shout out that guy.
Okay, here's the only other thing. I think this is like we can kind of wrap this up. We could go on about this dumb show the whole day. You should watch it. It's fun. It goes down pretty easy. It's pretty ridiculous. These people are extremely shallow often in it, and it's like I said, it's like the point of the show is to get these like personalities blending together, but they end up just bringing in a bunch of super attractive people. With pretty bad personalities all around for the most part.
Sorry,
you getting hot now?
It's getting that
it's
hour.
that third segment.
It's getting that out. I'm about to say this is
segment.
Be forewarned.
The only other thing I want to say about it, and I'm not sure if this is true, but do you guys think that all of those episodes were filmed in the same day?
I do.
Because I think that makes it so much weirder.
Yeah.
Like they're like talking about building connection and stuff, but they're having different dates with 3 different people all in the same day. Because you know what I mean? Like they're not. The reason I think this, because in a normal show, I'd be like, oh, they obviously space it out over a week or whatever.
Yeah.
But in this, like the episodes are pretty quick.
Yep.
Not that much happens. There's really not much detail given from the dates. Nope. The dates seem like they probably have to be pretty short.
Yep.
And they had that janky ass makeup on that would be impossible or expensive to redo. Like they'd have to be hiring like makeup teams to do it. So they're probably trying to save money, and they just do it all on the same day. So that means all of this stuff about people building connection and being like, oh, I think I might get married, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you met this person today with 2 other people.
That's exactly what
I might be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Maybe they do it over multiple days.
Honestly, I could see it, again, just because of the pacing of it. And honestly, when you think about like those prosthetics, as also you have to consider, it's not like actors who are getting these. I hope that prosthetics is the right word. I hope for like all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the face masks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because like for any actor to even spend hours in a chair is like they're like fuck this. But imagine just a normal civilian for like a dating show. You got to do that 5 times in a week. There's like no way. So I feel like it's like a day, maybe 2. But yeah,
I don't even think it was 2 though. It seemed like it was.
I honestly think it's 1. 2. Yeah, like
some of the dates were so.
It really puts it into perspective though. That one chick who was like, I'm trying to get married.
I know.
This show.
I was like, yo, not why.
It really shows her vibe a lot more when it's like, oh, this is, I mean, even if it wasn't, but it's like one day she's like, I'm ready to get married. Like, no, but like really, no,
yeah,
but like, no, but like when?
I know which one.
No, but really when? No, but when you pop the question,
I know.
I'm having so much fun. Marry me.
And the part that's so bad about that too is like these are 3 random people that just happen to be on the same show. Like, what are the chances you actually want to marry? You can meet 3 guys at a bar in the same night. It's like the same thing. It's one of those 3 guys. Well, but is one of those 3 guys going to be your husband?
No judgment.
Probably not.
Well,
no judgment.
So,
indeed.
Last closing thoughts on Sexy Beast. I say worth the watch.
It honestly, like the marketing for it made it look like it was gonna be way crazier than it was. It ended up being like really lame but still kind of fun to watch, just for like a completely different reason than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like super weird and cringe, like long-term dating show, but then it ended up being like this like single day, 3 people
in and out,
dating. Very shallow, and the people like the purpose of the show just like didn't. I don't know. I don't think it's worth digging into too much in a critical sense, but.
Even though we dug into it for 40 minutes. But yeah.
What do you think, Noah? Anything to add?
I think it's pretty good. I really like the whoever the guy is doing the voiceover. Like, there's a lot of funny jokes that he says, and like that with the editing. I think
the girl isn't a girl does the voiceover?
No, it's a dude.
It's a dude.
But
like the one date where like they're doing.
Whoa! Hold on. Is it a dude?
I think so. Does that change the show for you?
Maybe I'm thinking of Too Hot to Handle.
I think you are thinking Too Hot to Handle because they do those jokes in like the
oh
same
yeah,
kind of way.
You're right. You're right. It's the exact same style of joke.
Which is also why like I think you're right about it being the same producer because it's like the same style of humor.
It's the exact same formula.
Like same cadence, same punchlines. Like
yeah, it's a guy. Okay, you were right. I was thinking of Too Hot to Handle for sure.
Yeah, no.
But how funny is it when he points out like the guy who does when they're doing the dates and they're like classes and like. You know, you just envision this situation where there's a bunch of cameras in there and then these two doofuses that are on this date in this dumb makeup and they're like not even participating in the class in any meaningful way. Like the ice sculpture one. Or that guy is straight pissed. He's like had clearly no idea what he was signing up for and he's just watching these two people like chat about complete nonsense, pointless nonsense, while they chip away at their ice block and make it look like garbage. And he's like, okay, well, screw my art form, you know? I wasn't here to teach anyone anything. Anyways, we can wrap it up. Unless you got any other final thoughts.
No, solid show.
One more thing I want to do before we close off. We talked a little bit about doing some internet relics. I don't know why I chose this one specifically, but I really want you to see this. I like. So here's give me a little. I'll give you a little backstory here.
Please do.
So back in the day, I used to like early YouTube had just weird stuff on it.
Yeah.
And this spooky stuff that was on YouTube, there's a lot of like, you know, like those jump scares and like, you know, just screamers or whatever. Those were horrible.
Yep.
I really hated those. I really detested those. But there's
recall.
this video that I remembered seeing a long time ago. This is posted in 2007, hey? So this is a very old video on YouTube. And I don't know why this came to me, but I was like, this would be a really fun thing to show Anthony because I think it's like kind of creepy.
Greg knows.
It's titled The Fallen Angel, and it says real angel caught on camera. I don't really know if I want to give anything more than that and then just get your pure reaction.
Craig knows.
It's not a jump scare. I'll tell you it's not a jump scare.
Before we get into this, Craig knows something about me. Craig, what is it that you know about me?
That you're a little spooky little pissy pant boy?
That exactly. Well, that's what I would describe it as word for word. I am a scared little pissy pant boy.
Yeah.
Probably gonna pee my pants right now. So
no, okay, so I don't know if I want to give anything.
Let's just do it. Let's just
go right into it. Okay, so check
rip
this
the Band-Aid off.
Check
Okay.
this out.
Moving the mic away from my mouth so I want to mic.
Turn it down probably to like half volume.
Okay.
Because it's just them talking really loudly and it's like really stacked. I would go even quieter than that. No. Just so you know, we're not gonna. Okay, so while we're watching this for the audio listeners, I don't think we're gonna describe it too much. You'll be able to hear what's going on, and we'll kind of explain to you what happened at the end. But I want to get Anthony's live reaction. I just want to dig into this quickly and see if we can determine what is actually going on in this scenario. Okay, go ahead. You guys turn it down. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, get nice and close. Oh yeah, you're gonna get so scared. I feel like you're gonna be underwhelmed. There's a reason I want to talk about this video though. So.
I don't know. Home, tio, ja veus si sent dins l'horari. Des de fa rato que sent dins l'horari. Sí, collons, que sí, tia.
I'm not on purpose, I don't want to scream into it.
You're not gonna scream into
I'm
it.
going to scream.
Ho sents o no?
¿Habla español? ¿Qué? ¿Qué estás diciendo?
Wait, which?
Va, corre, tia, va!
That's it.
That was it?
That's it. That's what I say. You got too spooked. You were getting too spooked. All right, so let's just describe what we just saw.
I gotta decompress first. I just.
So it's literally just these guys walking through the woods, and then they stop. I'm gonna feel really dumb if that's like from a movie or something.
It seems kind of Blair Witchy.
It was very Blair Witchy, but it's in I don't know what language they're speaking. But
I feel
basically,
like
so these guys are walking through the woods, and then they start filming just random stuff, and they're talking whatever, and they've got like their little night vision type camera going, and then they clearly like stop and see some sort of figure that's like hunched over in the woods, in the woods, and they start to back up because they're like freaking out, obviously. Yeah. And as soon as they back up, this thing looks at them, and it's got like these really bright, like glowing. It's reflecting the light. Looks very scary. It does look very scary. If I'm being honest, it's very creepy. But I want to figure out what's going on. What do you guys think is going on here? I'm curious what you think is going on.
Oh, you think this is real?
Like I don't think it's real, but like. But what is it? What is the point of it? Like, is it from a movie? Like, what do you think it is?
I think it was
because it's very well done. Like in the sense of like
it was. I think it was the Blair Witch project, or the Blair Witch project
of where
de Mexico.
You think they were speaking Spanish? Was that what they were speaking?
I do think they were speaking Spanish. Here, Hammer, can you run it just
let's get a freeze frame of. I want to see get a freeze frame.
I just
of
want to hear
the
because I
eyes.
think it was Spanish.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty creepy alone. Like seeing that, like
Yeah,
that's really well done.
I
though.
thought it was gonna jump at.
Okay, look at that. Okay, so like you can't really see what we're looking at.
I don't like it at all. I don't like
It's
it at all.
clearly a person or like some sort of
like it.
humanoid thing that's very bony, hunched over, and it turns with these little demonic eyes. So the idea behind like the fallen angel thing is it's like it's saying it's a demon, right? It's like the idea is it's a demon. I don't know what this is from because this is okay. So look, it's recorded in 2006.
Like the fucking Ninetales?
I don't know what. Yeah, like the Naruto guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sick. Okay, well then it's less scary. If it's like the like Ninetales guy, and you can go into fucking.
So here's the.
Start going full-
Yeah. We can do an anime
weeb.
segment.
Yeah.
So there's a few running theories. One is that it's just a guy taking a shit in the woods. Thoughts on that?
Not the positioning that he
No.
was in. I don't think.
Not like the head turn and everything, like the position.
That is how
all,
I would react
Look at
if
that.
someone
Yeah,
were
that
jumping-
is creepy. Hey, like that's
like-
really well done.
Like that, you know what? Honestly, it could be a shit in the woods if you're going like full fucking like
Yeah.
full.
Maybe
full-
he took shirt off.
Exactly.
Maybe he went shirt off.
Hey,
He's sweating.
You get,
and he's
you get
you know,
hot when you're shitting.
he's getting
sometimes.
all foamed up.
and it sounds like they're speaking Spanish. So maybe it's some tropical country, right? So he's
Yeah.
so I could see it, and that's how
Can
I
we get
know
another-
I
can we get
react
another
when somebody
cut?
walks on me shitting.
Yeah, can we get another cut of the voice? I just want to hear if we can determine what
I think
language
it's
it is. Does it say anything in the description?
Es que, tío, yo qué sé, tío, se llaman plumas, tío.
Does that sound like it's very mumbly?
I don't know.
I don't know. This video used to scare me a lot. I watched this a long time ago. Does this say anything for those?
Yeah, I recall it now.
Fallen angel refers to the devil. It said the devil. What does this say? I can't read this. What does it say? So please don't confuse it with an angel. Okay.
For those who confused with an angel, the fallen angel refers to the devil.
Okay, so they're just saying this like the claim of this video is such that this is a real devil caught in the woods.
Damn.
Very spooky. Very spooky.
So what do you
stuff.
think it is, Craig? You were going to show me the video.
Well, I don't know. That's what we were going to dig into. I don't know. I don't think it's a guy shitting. I think because this is the thing that I think that is kind of interesting about it is like this is a pretty well. If this is just like a fake internet video, I gotta give him props for like a pretty well orchestrated, convincing looking video for a 2006 like standard def internet recording.
Yep.
You know, hats off to them. That's
Yep.
good stuff.
Very well done.
That's why it's like I don't think it's real because I don't think that there is a real thing like this. You know,
maybe though.
I don't think there's a real devil or devils in the woods.
You don't believe in the devil?
Do you believe in the devil?
Got my life in. That's not devil song. Do
So
I
why'd
believe in
you
the
sing
devil?
it?
I don't
Why'd
know.
you sing it then?
Because I don't know. I was trying to think of some kind of rock song that fit the
see.
vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Down to Georgia.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was looking
Yeah, I
to
don't know
find-
what it is. I don't know what that is. I don't think it's. I think it's got to be makeup. But the thing is, it's like the glowing
it be,
eyes. Because
though?
people do human eyes glow like that? Would they glow like that in the reflection of the
Here's what
light
I
like
think
that?
it is. Here's what I think it is. Okay.
Okay, let's hear your theory.
Here is what I think it is. Okay.
Yeah.
As the number 2. Okay. We'll ask Hammer next because he's number 1. But here's what I think it is. Okay. You know how you see how its eyes, okay,
Yeah.
were reflecting light back.
It's sunken in, scary
sunken
looking
in.
eyes.
Okay. Eyes
Yeah.
are deep in its sockets, reflecting light back out.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me flip this.
So it's a raccoon, is what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Okay.
I believe that creature was a mermaid. Or from the city of Atlantis. Hear me out. 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 Hear me out.
In the forest. Yeah.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
See, that's
Yeesh,
really
that is not
That
great.
looks like like it doesn't look like it'd be like CGI or something like that. Hey?
Hear me out.
It's really blurry, so it's hard to know.
Okay, and we're starting to get hot, so I'm starting to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
weird.
Don't worry, we'll wrap it
Warning.
up soon.
Warning. Okay, no, but here's why I think he is a mermaid. Okay, so they're speaking Spanish. Most of the Spanish-speaking countries, okay, in that little fucking equator belt in the Caribbean, all those islands. What's around those islands? What's around islands? Period.
A lot of fun times.
That. Okay. What else? Hammer.
Pina coladas.
That too. What
land.
else? What?
Land.
Land.
Land is the
Beaches.
island.
Beaches.
Closer,
Sand.
warmer.
The sun.
I was thinking of the water.
What's on
guys.
beaches?
Guys, I was thinking of the water. I was thinking of the water.
yeah, okay, that makes
Oceans
sense.
surround islands, okay? So they're probably Spanish-speaking country. Maybe it's Costa Rica. I don't know. But that's actually in Central America. So forget I said that. It's a different Spanish-speaking country. And they're in the water. Now, water, as we know, rises, falls, rises, falls.
Right. Yeah, it does do that, yeah.
Rises, falls. This person right here, this mermaid, this sea person
Okay.
from the lost city of Atlantis. That's what I'm saying. They're from the lost city of Atlantis. They got stuck here. Stuck on the coast in the jungle at night. And now, maybe they're shitting, maybe they're not, but here's what I think.
It still might be shitty.
You couldn't see their legs. You could not see their legs.
Okay.
And that's why their eyes are so reflective, because when they're in the deep city of Atlantis...
Into the mic.
Fuck, I was doing so good, too.
I know.
When you're in the deep, dark city of Atlantis, the deep depth, okay? Because Atlantis, here's the ocean, okay? Here's the floor, here's the ceiling, a.k.a. known as the... air.
The ceiling, aka known as the air, yeah. Follow.
Atlantis is down here, okay? So if you're living down here, no light coming down, light water, it doesn't break the surface. You need to be able to get all the light so it goes in your eyes. That's why his eyes are reflective.
That's scientific, bro.
That's why you can't see his legs either, because his legs, it's a little mermaid tail, and that's why it's purposely cut out of the shot. So it's a beached mermaid from Atlantis. That's my hypothesis.
Okay, any other running theories? Noah, what do you
Right
think? What do you think is going on here, Noah? Give us your tier 1 take.
My tier 1 take?
Do you think this is real?
Define real. Like, is this a real experience, or like...
Was this like a wholesome thing caught on camera that wasn't staged?
I think it's staged.
Okay, and what do you think they were staging it for? Just for an internet video?
I don't like this. So
Like,
I know, isn't that freaky?
I hate this shot.
For an internet video, maybe to actually try and start rumors about mythical creatures.
It could be from a movie too that we're just not aware of, because it's, you know, here, if you guys know the source of this, we'd love to hear it in the comments. That's a great comment to make.
Search up Lost City of Atlantis.
Don't search too much of this stuff. I don't want to get like recommendations that are spooky, okay? I'm trying to keep my...
Search Lost City of Atlantis.
Sorry, yeah, mermaids trapped in the forest, taking a shit.
Beach
Can't see
mermaids.
its legs because hidden by camera framing.
Because it's a conspiracy to conceal the fact that mermaids exist by the government. So the original video, first of all, was better definition, so then you can just see.
So here's the thing.
Did you just Google fallen angel videos?
Well, this is the thing. Like, fallen angel videos are a whole thing. That was like a whole thing. So here's the thing, though. Like about this specifically, is like it has 2.2 million views. I think this is the original upload. I don't actually know for sure, but like, there's not really much about it. You know, video unavailable. Oh, that's cursed. Damn. Yeah, don't go too much deeper. I'm scared.
I'm afraid.
So anyways, look, I know a bunch of cursed videos that I think we could go and have some fun on, some old school cursed videos.
Feel free to spook me on the podcast. Okay, listen.
Yeah, let's do some spook. We won't do a spook segment, but sometimes when we do, rule number 3 is what?
Rule number 3. Anything for content.
Oh no.
Any
it's setting a pretty
anything
intense
for
precedent.
Content. Anything for content.
Yeah, okay, fine. Anything for content. I'm going to try and spook you. Next time, I want to go down a little bit of a different relic. And yeah, but anyways, I guess we can probably wrap up the show here.
Right on.
I wish you hadn't thought it was a jump scare. I wanted you to appreciate that. What was your experience watching that? Was it scary?
I was very nervous.
You were nervous, yeah.
I mean, those who are on video will see. I literally, I looked like a scared little boy because
you did.
Because
it was honestly embarrassing. It was really embarrassing.
Also like I'll see in post. I mean, maybe we can fix it in post where you can make me like look even cooler. Like, you can just
I'll zoom in and make sure we see a good.
My biceps a few.
Not necessary.
Just give a couple veins here and there to make me look really cool instead of afraid and crying as I actually was.
I'll use a vein filter on you while you cry.
Exactly. Yes.
You little scaredy boy.
But no, I think it was my whole strategy as I was watching that was I was trying to just tense so that when the scare came, I would just and just stick it down there.
There was some weird stuff. That's a weird thing to get posted on YouTube in like 2007, hey? Definitely. To me, like that's just like there was weird stuff back in the day, but that one just sticks around, and I don't know why I remembered it, but I was like, this would be fun to show Anthony.
Yeah, I guess so. Feel free to more.
All right, well, I guess we're signing off. This is the first episode of The Cove, not to be confused with the horrible, very sad documentary about dolphins being slaughtered.
Yeah, don't.
We are a fun hee time podcast internet show thing.
Rule number 1.
Yeah, this is episode 1. I don't know, like it's really tough to come out here and do episode 1s. If I'm just gonna be let's go into rule 2 right now. Have a quick, serious, and open time. It's really hard to come out and do these shows and feel like you do have something special to say. I kind of do fully acknowledge that we don't. But I do want to come out here and try to make people laugh, and we'll go and have some fun bits, and we'll learn a lot of stuff, and we'll hang out, and we'll all have a good time together. That doesn't sound so bad, does it? Do I need to have some memes made about me? Okay? I'm insecure. I don't know what to say. But this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing this with you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Noah, Anthony.
Yeah, I had a great time. I'll be back. I just agree with Craig. I love doing first episodes.
You like the first
because I
episodes?
know exactly what I'm going to wear.
Do you know what I need though?
To the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
There's just no thinking.
Yeah, true.
I just have an outfit already.
You have a really good
pre-planned
outfit for all the first episodes.
I mean, you guys will never see this, but I told Craig, I'm going to keep wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
This fit exactly. No.
Do you know what I need though? Like, do you know what I need? I need to come out. I like coming out and being like, "Welcome back." That's how we should have just started with me saying, "Welcome back to the Cove." As soon as I say that, it's like I'm in the zone. We're back doing this thing again. But anytime it's
maybe
like
episode 2.
Welcome to for the first time ever the show. I'm like, oh my god, there's all this stuff that we've never done before that we have to introduce, and now everyone's gonna be like thinking about it a lot, and I'm getting all nervous and in my head, and I don't think it'll ever happen again like that. I'm gonna be perfect every single episode from now on. But hopefully the taste was not left sour in our audience's
Do you want to just
mouth.
like wrap up like at the end with like maybe that'll be our thing. At the end we'll say welcome back. It's for Ep 1 it'll be getting the jitters out, but that could be our like thing moving forward.
Is welcome back to the Cove every time?
Yeah. So,
all right.
So that's what close it out.
Well, tune in for episode 2 for when we say welcome back.
I was saying right now, like to close it out, we say thanks for watching.
Oh,
welcome back
we
to the
close
Cove.
it with
close it.
Oh, that's cool. It doesn't make any sense. I love it.
As like a poet. All right.
It's very poetic. No,
was
you're right.
poetic.
It's poetic, but
I was trying to
poetry
be
doesn't
cute.
make sense sometimes until you think about it.
Exactly.
And then now that
Exactly.
I've thought about it, I like it. All right, well, I got to do
Shout
some
out to
plugs
all
first.
English
I got to do
majors.
some plugs first, but we're going to end with that. I do another podcast. I've been doing it for a lot longer. I seem like an inexperienced fool up here, but guess what? I have been doing this for years. And so what if it doesn't show? You can check out the Neon Streets. Anthony, what do you think about the Neon Streets?
I mean, I'm the #1 fan, so it's kind of like asking.
That's literally
do
how I
fucking
met
pigs like
Anthony. That's literally how I met him.
I think
He's our biggest fan. He
And then
keeps messaging me on Instagram for like 6 years, right? This guy's just hounding me, being like, hey man, let's do a podcast.
number 3.
Let's do a podcast.
Number 3,
Okay, I'm sorry.
you can't underpin me.
Okay,
number
I'm sorry.
2.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Just kidding.
You're right. No, I
No.
need to know my fucking place.
No,
This
but
is-
no,
I'm
but
honestly
definitely go and watch, listen to
Listen.
the Neon Streets. 66% of the podcast is fucking, or at least the participants. Craig's okay as well.
Oh, you're talking about the actual participants.
Yeah, like the actual people who.
I'm
make
sort
the
of a third
podcast.
stringer on there too.
You are.
in a more literal
double
sense.
third.
The guys I do it with are extremely funny. They're really good guys. Are we out of time soon?
Yeah.
Holy
Sweet.
crap. Okay. Wrapping up quick. The podcast is about, it's a cyberpunk actual play. If you guys know D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop RPGs, we play a game called Fate. It's super fun. It's super spicy. It's super exciting. And you should just go check it out. You'll probably love it even if you don't know how to play. So just go check it out. It's called The Neon Streets. It's on all platforms. Do we have anything else to plug? I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, despooked.
Despooked. Oh my God, we're working on this crazy video project.
shit.
We've had it in the works for months and months and months, and we're finally shooting this weekend. We are finalizing it, getting our last scenes done, and we're gonna be releasing this nice 20 to 30 minute episode, or 20 to 30 minute long episode, a pilot episode. It's gonna be lots of fun. Other than that,
Faster.
welcome back to the